Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. And today, to celebrate the 33rd anniversary of The Little Mermaid, we're going to be taking a look at the Little Mermaid Deluxe doll gift set from the Disney store. And before we start, I'm Chaymie and I like to make toy videos here on my channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you would like to stay tuned for more toy video content. Alright, so here is the set, and I am so excited and so happy that Disney Store finally decided to redo this gift set because I foolishly missed out on the original set back then, and that set is so expensive right now. I could never get it. I mean, I could, but I could never justify myself paying that much for a classic doll set. So I am just beyond grateful that Disney redid this so that we could have our classic Vanessa again, and might even be a better one at that. Anyways, this set is available on shopDisney and retails for $100, which includes 4 dolls, 4 animal figures, and 2 dresses. At the time of making this video, the set is actually $10 off on shopDisney because of the Black Friday sale, so if you want a Vanessa, I suggest that you better stock up. I mean, I myself got 3 of this set just so that I can keep my Vanessas. Honestly, this set was released at such a great time because of the holidays and also because of the 33rd anniversary of The Little Mermaid, and I also think Disney is gearing up in terms of merchandise for the live action movie as well. If you notice, even in the past, every time a live action remake is coming out, their original animated versions also get a push in merchandise, so I'm really excited for next year to see what merchandise they will do for both the animated version and also the live action. Alright, now without further ado, let's take this set out of the box. Any of you guys watching got the original set back then, or did you guys miss out just like me? I remember distinctly when the original set came out and I could have easily gotten it, but I was just foolish. I was like, oh, it's $100, it's so expensive, I will wait for a sale. But I think that set was just so popular that I don't think it ever made it on sale. I think it was just sold out during its retail price phase. So that's why I got multiple this time around, because I am not going through that again. Because I have been jaded by those things time and time again. I mean, due to my own foolishness, because I also did the same with the live action Cinderella doll set that retailed for $250, I think. I'm not sure, but it was around $200, and I also found that set too expensive, and I decided to wait for a sale, and that set also sold out really quickly, and it's another set that I can get myself around to. So anyways, the lesson of the day is if you really want something, don't wait for a sale, just get it. If it ends up going to sale later, you can just get an extra. And you can see that I'm trying to save all the rubber bands as much as I can because I'm a clear rubber band hoarder. I don't know, I have gotten clear rubber bands outside separately for hair restyles and stuff, but they're never as good as these packaging ones. They always snap after a while, so I really make a point to stock up every time I'm deboxing a doll. And here is a quick look at the background. So it's pretty much Eric's castle, a bit of beach, and a bit of sea. And now they are out of the box. And I'm sorry to preempt before the actual review, but just from looking at them, this set looks really well made. It could also be my bias for the love of Little Mermaid, but at the same time I genuinely mean it, they do look good. But now let's take a look at the details to see if they can maintain that. Alright, so let's start with the animal figures. First up, we have the Max figure. So this Max figure is exactly the same figure from the Ariel and Eric limited edition platinum doll set. The sculpt is exactly the same, even the paint job is exactly the same, but I have to say the paint job is really solid on this one. I love the nice shading and the ombre effects that he have on his fur, and it's better painted than my actual platinum set. My actual platinum set Max has a paint damage on his shoulders. Next up, we have Scuttle. So Scuttle is posed and with his wings spanned out as if he's flying. Interestingly, he is painted a dirty kind of gray as opposed to pure white that he looks in the movie. Although I do have to say the paint job is a little wonky on some of these smaller figures, especially their eyes. And his feet are positioned in a way that doesn't make him stand still properly. He likes to fall down, but you can kind of press him down to make him stay. Next up, we got Flounder. So Flounder is also the same figure that we have been getting with Ariel for a while in her classic dolls and playsets and whatnot, and he is always lovable and cute. So nothing much to him except for some wonky paint jobs here and there. And finally, we got Sebastian. So I'm really glad that Sebastian is actually bigger and not size accurate, because Sebastian figures are always too small if it's done in scale with the dolls, so a lot of details are lost on him. But this one is sculpted really properly with his pinchers, his shells, his legs, and the different shades of red are accurately depicted on him as well, so that's super cool. And he can stand well. The only downside is that the paint job for his eyes are really bad and he looks really wonky. Moving on to the accessories, so first we got 4 pairs of hair clips, 2 pink and 2 purple. And I think these are just pulled from whatever hair play Ariel sets that they have done in the past. We also got a pair of pink jelly bean flats for the pink dress, a pink bow with an elastic band, and then the pink dress itself. So I'm actually quite surprised with how well the pink dress is made. It's actually 2-layer. You have the main piece and also the peplum piece. And I really love the lace trim that goes all around her neckline. That is a really nice touch. And I love that they included the ribbon here. I mean, the pink dress doesn't have a ribbon, but it kind of mimics the blue dress's ribbon. So that was kind of cute. And next up, I am so excited, finally the sea dress. So this is the dress that she wears when she comes out of the water as a human at the end of the film. And to my knowledge, it has only been done once before by the Disney store. And it was in the 17-inch singing Ariel doll that they did years ago. And I'm quite lucky to say that I have that set. Although I don't think that set is really hard to find. And it's so much better here because the fabric that they used is this iridescent sparkly fabric. It doesn't flow or soft though. It does feel like stiffer playline material, but is made so well. I love the pattern of how it's structured. I love the slit, and I even love the little draped effect that it has on her chest. It's an additional piece that they put there, so it's a nice attention to detail. We'll try these on Ariel at the end of the video, but now let's move on to the dolls. First, we got Ursula. So this is actually my first ever classic Ursula doll. I have all the designer dolls and the limited edition ones, but I never got around getting to the classic one. So it's really cool seeing it for the very first time in person. The major thing is that her scale is quite off compared to the other dolls. She is the tiniest out of all the dolls, when in fact she should be towering above all of them, even in her normal size. She has articulation only in her arms, and she does come with painted nails, albeit a bit wonky. She does have a nice face sculpt. Her necklace and her earrings are sculpted together with her, but the face paint is quite nice. I really love the shimmery silver eyeshadow that she has. For her body, just like all Ursula dolls that they make, her top part is plastic, but under her boobicles, it starts to become a plush, where it's just stuffed with plushings, and the rest of the tentacles are also plush. But I have to say, I do love whatever that's happening underneath her tentacles with this shimmery kind of speckled fabric. The little dots also mimic her suction cups from an octopus tentacle, so that's really cool. Here is just a comparison to the classic Ariel, so she is really tiny. Ariel has nothing to be scared of her. I think it would have been better if they had made the tentacles a bit longer, so in that case it can kind of make up for the size difference. Next up, we got Prince Eric. So Prince Eric, thanks to his boots, can pretty much stand on its own if you pose him just right. And this is also my first classic Prince Eric, so it's pretty cool. So for his head sculpt, he actually features the designer head sculpt that they used on the designer couples with Ariel, and it's such a nice sculpt for Eric. He got really nice sculpted hair with lots of locked details. And his sailor outfit is a one-piece kind of suit with a white top, a red sash in the middle, and his blue pants. And finally, he got his black leather boots. For articulation, he moves left to right at the head, shoulders. It got a bit of an elbow joint, although it doesn't do much, and a click rubber knees. Then we got Ariel. So Ariel, of course, is featured in her usual mermaid outfit, and it doesn't differ much from her classic doll. She has a fabric glittered top for the bra and a glittered tail with fishnet for the waist part and also the fins. For her face sculpt, she has the new sculpt that they have actually been using for a while, but for me this is only the second doll of her in this sculpt, and I can't say this is my favorite Ariel sculpt because I think some of the previous Ariel sculpts from the Disney store looks more like Ariel, but this one, even though it looks really cute, it just makes her look so much childlike in my opinion, and I think it's the bigger eyes. But anyways, the highlight of this doll is actually the hair. The hair for Ariel from Disney Store has always been good, so I'm not that surprised, but I was expecting a crunchy gelled mess, but this hair has zero gel. Aside from the bangs area, the rest of the hair is just soft, bouncy, rooted with loads of hair, and it retained its natural kind of wavy look without any gel, so I'm super impressed. For articulation, she has the usual upper body joints, and she got the rubber knees with the tippy toes. And finally, the reason why most of us probably bought this set, Vanessa. Vanessa looks so good. So here is a 360 overview of her, so you can see her in her full glory with her cape attached. And I have to say the cape is really well made. It's a weighty, velvety material, so it has weight, it drapes, it flows, and it's just really beautifully made. It also has a big hood in the back so it can encase your head and her hair all together. And it's coming off like deep blue on camera, but in person it's actually purple. And this part really shook me because I was expecting Velcro or snap button, but she actually has a little plastic hook that attaches the cape, so that is really nice. So Vanessa is featured in her old face sculpt, which is actually an old Ariel sculpt, and it's pretty much painted the same way as the old one did, with her super arched brows, purple eyes, and red lips. And I love the emphasis of the Cupid's bow dip in her lips because Ariel doesn't have that, so it makes her stand out even more. And then she got her shell necklace on a long string so that it can actually poke through even when she's wearing the cape. Her outfit is also really nicely made. The top has 2 straps and it's in deep purple color, and she got light purple for the skirt. And the skirt is also a soft material that somewhat flares out and flows quite nicely. And finally, she got purple flats on her flat sculpted feet. Now, I want to point out the cool thing about this set and Vanessa, because back then in the original set, Vanessa and Ariel were actually sharing the same face sculpt, just painted differently. But this time, since Ariel got a new face sculpt and Vanessa is still retaining her old sculpt, it makes them look more apart, like 2 different people in a clearer way. Anyways, now it's time for us to try on the outfits on Ariel. Here we got the pink dress, and it's pretty nice. It does its job. I really do still love the lace trim that she has. And I think I'm just gonna try some hair clips here on her hair as well. The shoes are kind of wonky because they're flats and Ariel's feet is in its tippy toe position. And now we try on the ocean silver dress. Honestly, this dress looks so good on her and it's so well made. Look at the way it hugs her body. You know, like her waist is defined, her hips are defined, and it's really complimenting on her. And I just love that neck drape so much too. And the slit is also very nice. So the dress comes to about her ankles, pretty much just like how it was in the movie. And here is just a look of these 2 reasons that most of us probably bought this set for. So overall, this is really a fantastic set in my opinion. It's really well made and it's really cool that we got the ocean silver dress and also Vanessa. And I do appreciate the improvements they've made on Vanessa as well. For example, adding the really nicely made cape, and the old Vanessa had purplish skin that mimics Ursula, which was very cool. But I think in this set, her having actual human skin tone makes it really movie accurate too. Even though it's priced at $100, I think it does have a lot of good, unique selling points. For example, I don't think Classic Ursula is available anymore separately by herself, so this might be a good way for you to get Classic Ursula, and also obviously, of course, Vanessa, the silver dress, and even Max. His figure is also actually really well made. Although in retrospect, the old set also retailed for $100, I think, and back then it contained 5 dolls, which included King Triton too. And I think here they kind of swapped over King Triton with addition of the 2 extra dresses and maybe also Max too. But in a perfect world, if it had included King Triton, it would have been really amazing. And on that note, I also talk some of the points that I wish that were a bit different with this set. So number 1, for the extra dresses, I really love the silver dress, but for the pink one, I think they should have swapped it with something else. I wish they would have either done a Kingdom Tour blue dress or even a nightgown, which has never been done by the Disney store, so it would have been really cute. And then the 4 clips were kind of random, so I wish for those plastic and budget, they would have used it on an accessory, like an actual dingle hopper. That would have been really cool. It's kind of ironic how most Ariel dolls and sets don't come with the dingle hopper, even the designers and the limited edition, so this would have been a really nice chance for them to add a dingle hopper. And finally, this would have been also a nice unique selling point for this set if they had given her a sculpted purple bra. That would have been really cool too. I don't think Disney Store have ever done a sculpted bra for a classic Ariel in the playline section, so it would have been really nice too. So those are just some of the points that I wish that were a bit different about this set to make it even better, but it's not a make or break kind of situation. The set is still really solid on its own, and I'm really happy with it. So if you're a fan of The Little Mermaid, if you're in need of a Vanessa, I would say just go for it. You know, like don't wait for a sale and risk selling out. Go for it now, and if it does go on sale later, you can just get another. So, you know, it's a win-win situation for you. But anyways, that is it for my video on the Disney Store Little Mermaid Deluxe doll gift set. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you one of the lucky few who have the original set? And if you got this new set, how would you compare them? How would you rate them? So sound off in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, thumbs up, and subscribe. It'll really help out my channel. You can also check me out on Instagram at Chaymie Creates for my toy photography. I also created a special poster of the Little Mermaid using the dolls from this set for the 33rd anniversary. So make sure you check me out on Instagram at Chaymie Creates to check out the poster. But always, thank you so much for watching until the very end, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye!